Las Vegas, the glitz and glamour capital of the world. The Los Angeles Kings, the most exciting and recognizable team in the National Hockey League. One in the desert, the other on frozen ice. For the first time ever, the two will meet tonight as the Kings prepare for their new season with a historic game outdoors at Caesars Palace. The 1991-92 Los Angeles Kings begin tonight, live on Prime Ticket. You're looking live at the world-famous Las Vegas Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada. This gambling and entertainment mecca in the desert has seen a lot of bizarre events, but nothing like the one we're going to show you tonight, as the National Hockey League goes outdoors at Caesars Palace for a preseason game between the Los Angeles Kings and the New York Rangers. Now, my partner again this year, Jim Fox, played 10 years at right wing for the Kings. He played a lot of hockey outdoors growing up in Ontario, but I don't think any time did you play under conditions like this.
Different circumstances tonight, Bob. Last time I played outdoors was about 20 years ago. It was in my own backyard in Northern Ontario. It was about 10 degrees below zero. My dad just smoothed out the snow in the backyard, flooded it, and we had ice. Here it's different. You're in the parking lot. They smoothed down the sand, threw down some coils, sprinkled it with water, and now we have ice.
And we're going to show you how they did that at the end of the first period here tonight. Normally at the start of a hockey telecast, we don't have to give you the weather conditions, but we do tonight. The temperature at face-off time is really quite comfortable. It's 85 degrees. The humidity is low at 28%. The wind is no factor, 7 miles per hour. The chance of rain is 40%, and the playing surface is frozen. We hope it's going to stay that way. It looks pretty good right now. You know, in the excitement of playing here in the desert, outdoors at Caesars Palace, we also have the excitement of seeing one of the great combinations ever in the history of the National Hockey League, Wayne Gretzky and Jari Kurri playing for the first time together in a Los Angeles King uniform, and I'm really looking forward to that.
If you can believe this, Jari Kurri will make Wayne Gretzky a better player. He knows Gretzky better than any other player. They had many great years in Edmonton. Gretzky's on attack. Kurri knows where to go. If he senses trouble from Wayne Gretzky, Jari Kurri knows to hang back.
Playing for the New York Rangers tonight will be an old friend of the Los Angeles Kings, Bernie Nichols, and Bernie is having one of the best training camps he's ever had.
He'll be counted on once again this season. Bernie comes into training camp this year in the best shape of his life. Another old friend, Mark Hardy, took Bernie under his wing this summer and made Bernie work out for the first time probably in his career. He really concentrated on his physical fitness, and that's going to help Bernie Nichols. He's coming around the 30-year-old mark, and he needs to get in shape to keep up in the NHL.
We're going to have a crowd of about 13,000 and more here at Caesars Palace. We're out in the parking lot just behind the hotel.
There's Jari Kurri coming onto the ice, being introduced. But the players feel the ice is safe to go at it. And the coach is very secure that there will be no injuries tonight. Obviously, injuries to Wayne Gretzky in the Canada Cup. A big concern of Tom Webster. But the ice is ready, and so are the Kings and the Rangers.
And the goaltenders for tonight, John Van Beesbrook for the New York Rangers, winner of 15 games last season, goals against 3.35. And Kelly Hrudey for the Kings. He won 26 games last year and had a goals against average of 2.90. The referee in the game tonight will be Rob Schick, and the linesman will be Mike Civic and Shane Heyer. Rob Schick talking with Wayne Gretzky right now. They seem to be concerned, Jim, about the blue line right there. You were out on the ice, and that blue line seems to be coming loose a little bit. Apparently, it's not that far under the ice.
Different than normal. The lines tonight are a fabric that is underneath the frozen water. Usually, you have painted lines, and that's what they're doing right now. They're putting some snow on top of that, trying to freeze it down. Because unlike paint, it is a fabric, and once you hit that with your skate, you're going to stop immediately.
The Kings had several members of the team in the Canada Cup. Wayne Gretzky and Luc Robitaille for Canada. You can see Gretzky had 12 points. Tony Granato for the United States. Thomas Sandstrom played for Sweden, and Jari Kurri for Finland. Tonight's opening faceoff is brought to you by AIS. For low-cost auto insurance, call the Auto Insurance Specialist. And we're underway with hockey in the desert at Caesars Palace as the Kings drive it into the Ranger zone. The Rangers drive it back behind the King net, and Rudy pokes it in the corner. There's Louis DeBrusque, a big tough guy, and his pass knocked down and now taken by Tim Waters for the Kings. Rangers intercept. There's Amante with a shot and a save by Kelly Rudy. Rod Buskus with it. Rangers have it again. Shot by Amante, and he scores! Tony Amante, 21-year-old rookie out of Boston University, puts the New York Rangers ahead 1-0.
Bernie Nichols, the former King, setting up behind the net, much like Wayne Gretzky does. He gets the puck coming around the boards, and Amante moves to the opening. A soft pass from Nichols. Amante able to shoot on the fly. Kelly Rudy with no chance. A point-blank shot.
Right, a rookie for the Rangers sends it into the King zone, and he gets it back again and tried to center it in front, and a save by Rudy. Rebound score as Doug Wright got the rebound. And the Rangers lead 2-0. The Kings were sloppy in trying to clear the puck. They had possession, but gave it right back to Doug Wright on the right side. And then he got a rebound right in front of the net. The first shot was by Ty Domi, and the rebound came over to Doug Wright, number 39, and he put it in.
Once again, the Kings having trouble behind their own goal line. The puck comes out in front of the net. Rudy will make the first stop, but there's the rebound right. Wide open net. Kelly Rudy following the puck once again, but the puck moves faster than he can. He makes the first stop. The Kings have to clear. There's a wide open stick, and the Rangers lead 2-0.
Pass ahead to Nichols with room, left side. Amante with him, but it's broken up, and his shot by DeBrusque is knocked away. Rebound, save on the shot as Kelly Rudy dives to make the save on Tony Amante.
A goaltender's view. Bernie Nichols on the right side. Rudy following the puck. Tony Amante comes in. Kelly Rudy very sharp early here for the Kings. The New York Rangers buzzing all around the Kings' end. There's another backhand shot, and Rudy following the puck all the way.
Yeah, top of the slot, knocked down, kicked ahead by Jim Thompson. Thompson up on the right side with Robitaille, but his pass out of his reach. Here's Kudelski, left side. He gets checked hard, but he knocked down the Rangers. And the puck along the boards left side. Now taken in front by Robitaille. Save, rebound, steered away by Van Beesbroek.
Actually, I played outdoor last year in Italy. We played in Cortina. It was outdoor, and first game there we were canceled because it was snowing, and second game was minus 15 Celsius. So I had a good experience, but playing in Vegas is something hard to believe it happen, but it's going to be funny.
David Shaw with it for the Rangers, but it's taken away by Waters. He gives it to Gretzky. Gretzky's blind pass off the right side. Curry with a shot on the pad, saved by John Van Beesbroek. Still 2-0 Rangers. Gretzky behind the net. Gretzky, Ranger zone. Gretzky tried to give it through the slot to Curry. Curry plays it off the board. Here's Jari Curry with it. His pass, he tried to feed it through to Gretzky. Deflected. Now Sandstrom to Gretzky. Shoots, and a save by Van Beesbroek. Gretzky again behind the net. Gretzky to Sandstrom up in the air, and he couldn't get it on his stick. And at the end of one, it's the Rangers 2 and the Los Angeles Kings 0. Las Vegas, a glittering oasis in the middle of a desert. Las Vegas has always been known for its sense of glamour and adventure, but tonight there's a new kind of excitement as Nevada enters the Ice Age. Last week, while sunbathers were enjoying the heat, just around the corner from them, construction workers were starting a project that actually began several years ago. And like everything else in Las Vegas, this one was also quite a gamble.
It's been about 3 years in the making. We came up with it just by that idea of what can you do that no one else has done? What can you do that's different? And this outdoor arena has been here. It's hosted many of the great World Championship fights. And we thought, what can we do that's different that people will come and see? And the thought was, what about ice hockey? And when everybody got over the initial shock of, are you serious? They said, let's go find out if we can do it. And 3 years later, here it is.
This is probably the biggest challenge in my life, to make ice in the desert at 98 degrees. But we spent a lot of time perfecting it and a lot of time engineering it before we attempted to even tell Caesars we'd even try it. We arrived here on a week ago Monday. It was the 16th of September. We put it all together last week, and we started the refrigeration equipment Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. At that time, the sand was 120 degrees in temperature. The temperature outside was 92. We turned the machinery on and pulled the floor from 88 degrees circulated liquids down to 16 degrees in 2.5 hours.
The organizers at Caesars Palace hope tonight is the beginning of a new era in hockey. Took a little while to resurface the ice here between periods as Kelly Hrudey gets set again. The plan, as far as I know tonight, is for Kelly to go all the way in goal, and now you're looking at the view that Kelly Hrudey gets from what we call the Hrudey cam, the camera mounted on top of Kelly Hrudey's helmet. There you see a whack on the head from Wayne Gretzky. Who does Wayne Gretzky share the record with for most 50-goal seasons? And our hint is he is a recent NHL Hall of Fame inductee. They had that ceremony in Ottawa just last week. Here's Corey Millen for the Rangers. His pass off on the right side. James Patrick in deep, wrap around, pass in front, and it's knocked down by Hrudey, and a penalty coming up. Holding is the call as Corey Millen came in for the Rangers and tried to just redirect it behind Kelly Hrudey.
Again, at the beginning of the second period, the Rangers off quick with an attack. James Patrick behind the net, throws it in front, but Kelly Hrudey never out of the play. Kelly Hrudey never losing sight of the puck, keeping his eye on it.
Graves fires it down in deep, and Larry Robinson moves it up the middle. Here's newcomer Randy Gillen to the Kings. Gillen to the blue line. Gillen's pass left side, and a shot from there is knocked down. Donnelly got the shot, and the net is dislodged. Bernie Nichols is going to get a penalty here for the Rangers for delay of the game. 2 minutes to Bernie Nichols for delay of the game.
Nichols was back checking on the play, coming right down the slot, and he did not stop. He just went right through the net. And that caused the stoppage in play.
Now we're ready to go again, and Bob Kudelski on the face-off of the Rangers zone with 11:05 left to go in the second period. Rangers up 2-0. Now down in deep in Kings zone, a check thrown by Jody Hull on Benning, but the Kings are going to move it up toward the center ice area where it's taken by Shaw, and Huddy ran into him. Pass on the right side to Granato. Granato shoots, he scores! Tony Granato with the first official goal ever scored by a King in a parking lot as he drives it from the right side. An assist to Charlie Huddy, and the Kings are down by 1 at 2-1.
Power play goal by Tony Granato. The play starts early, and Charlie Huddy with a collision here against the Rangers. And the loose puck is taken by Kudelski. He feeds Granato. He had Robitaille, a 2-on-1. Van Beesbrook up to the top of his crease, but did not cut down the angle. And Granato fires it by John Van Beesbrook. The Kings getting back into this game. They've opened it up a little bit in the second period.
Last time I was outdoors, I was skating on a pond back home and out in the middle of our pasture field, and it's for sure a little bit colder than it is at least down here in Las Vegas because we had no trees to block the wind or anything, but it's a lot of fun. You always have fun playing outside, so this is going pretty good.
John McIntyre with his experiences outdoors. Rob Schick, the referee tonight, said the last time he skated outdoors, he fell through the ice. I think you'll hear from some of those players in a King uniform in their careers because, as you mentioned, some of them have some outstanding skills. There's a shot by Corey Millen from the left side, knocked down. Well, that Vucinic comes out of Harvard, and I'll tell you, he whistled a couple of good shots. There's Sandstrom moving in, over to Curry, to Benning, he scores! Benning got the puck from Jari Kurri, and Benning ties the game at 2-2.
It's got to be a goaltender's nightmare when both Thomas Sandstrom and Jari Kurri are rushing in on you. They both have outstanding shots. This time they show how unselfish they are. Sandstrom coming with speed from behind the play. He puts it over to Kurri. Kurri really not in a shooting position, taps it to Brian Benning. Benning winds up and ties it up for the Kings.
Here's it out to center. Rangers take over. Joe Cirella. Cirella's pass stolen nicely by Busquets. He's got Couturier with him. Left side. He shoots. It's deflected up and out of play by the Rangers' Peter Fiorentino. And the shirt sleeve crowd enjoying the game and souvenirs here at Caesars Palace. Doug Waite for the Rangers, and the Kings win the draw with 1:38 left to go in the second period. We are outdoors at Caesars Palace, the last outdoor game in the NHL, 1925 in December. The Montreal Maroons played in that. There's Taylor driving down the right side, and it comes over wide over to Doug Waite, but Taylor over to take it away. Here's Taylor. He's got McIntyre up the middle. Buska shoots, save, rebound, score! Couturier! With their third goal of the second period, the Kings have taken the lead at 3-2. Sylvain Couturier, who had 50 goals at Phoenix last year.
The Kings got a lucky break. The puck going along the boards here. I believe it's Doug Waite. His stick gets caught in the boards. Then McIntyre going to the net strong, opens it up for Buskas. Van Beesbrook with the first stop. But Couturier, he's a big guy, 6'3", hanging around the crease. He bangs in the backhander. McIntyre wide open there also. The Rangers have to do a better job clearing the front of the net.
Gretzky with it, ahead to Curry. Curry behind the Ranger net. Curry to Buskas. Buskas drive is wide. Rebound. Gretzky can't get to it. Puck comes to center. Corey Millen chasing it down. Right wing. Millen, King zone. Goes behind the net and got tripped up and into the boards. I didn't see a signal for any penalty. Time has run out. And a good period for the Los Angeles Kings. Goals by Tony Granato, Brian Benning, and Sylvain Couturier have given the Kings a 3-2 lead over the Rangers in this preseason game. Kings at the end of two periods. All the King goals came in the second period. Time to show you the Jack in the Box highlights. And Tony Granato got it started.
Nothing fancy here from Granato. He winds up with a slap shot. Van Beesbrook way in front of his crease, but he did not cut down the angle. And the Kings getting back into the game. At that point, the Rangers led 2-1.
Huddy and Kudelski with the assist. Then Brian Benning tied it up.
Brian Benning reads the rush as well as any Kings defenseman. He reads Wayne Gretzky well. This time, though, it's Sandstrom with a backhand pass to Jari Kurri. Kurri just stops the puck, doesn't really pass it. And Benning's there winding up for the slap shot. The Kings tie it up 2-2.
Benning with his first of the preseason from Curry and Sandstrom at 11:23. And then the Kings took the lead on the goal by Sylvain Couturier.
John McIntyre drives to the net and opens up the slot for Buskas. He gets the shot on goal. There's two Kings waiting for the rebound. And it's Couturier putting the Kings up.
On the Toyota stat sheet at the end of two periods, it's 3-2 in favor of the Kings in this preseason game. Each team had 13 shots in the second period. The Rangers 25, Kings 22. Each team has had 10 scoring chances. And on the specialty teams, Rangers 0 for 5, Kings 1 for 4 on the power play. I don't think you'll see a driver dressed like that at the Great Western Forum or any other building in the NHL this year. Here are the odds on the Stanley Cup this year, published today at Caesars Sportsbook. And look at the odds on the Kings to win the Stanley Cup, Jim.
The Edmonton Oilers there 10-1.
Yeah, there's some team. Now, as you go on down, if you'd like to risk your money a little bit more, you can bet on Toronto at 75-1. And if you really want to risk your money, pick the San Jose Sharks to win the Stanley Cup in their first year, 200-1. Wayne Gretzky out at center ice for the third period faceoff, which is brought to you by AIS, the auto insurance specialists. Play underway in the third period. Long pass on the right wing to Jari Kurri is out of his reach. Rangers chase it in, and they will move it up on the right side now to the blue line to Ty Domi. He got it from Per Juice, but Kurri took it away. Here's Thomas Sandstrom. Played it off the boards to Kurri, and the Rangers are going to take it away. That was a nice move if it had worked, but it didn't. The Rangers broke it up, and Ty Domi chasing it down into the kick zone. Charlie Huddy with it. Comes off the glass. Here's Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky not on the scoreboard yet tonight. In the slot, right side shot. But Kurri scores! We'll see that a lot this year. Wayne Gretzky giving it to Jari Kurri, who scores for the first time in a King uniform, and the Kings lead 4-2.
It's been a while since Jari Kurri has played with Wayne Gretzky, but they have not forgot a thing. 2 or 3 passes back and forth, and finally Kurri, he doesn't even look up. He's so aware out there. He buries the puck. The Kings now up by 2 goals. Gretzky's pass right on the stick between the Rangers defenseman's feet and stick. And Jari Kurri with his First goal here in Las Vegas. The Kings now with a 2-goal lead.
I remember when I was still with the Canadians, we went to Lake Tahoe, and I remember going out extra early because we stayed in Squaw Valley, and the whole one side of the rink was wide open, and it was, you know, like being outdoors, and kind of brings back the old days and the fun, fresh air, and not having to breathe all the smog.
Last year's scoring leaders, there you see Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky with 163 points as he led the league in scoring for the 9th time. Rangers set it up on the power play. Per Juice at the blue line. Still with it. His pass deflected by the Kings. And pass ahead. Here's Gretzky on a breakaway. All alone in front. He shoots. Saved by Van Beesbrook. On the short-handed attempt by Gretzky, who continues to have trouble with that breakaway. Across the line, here's Jari Kurri, but his pass knocked down. Gretzky almost stole it, held in, shot by Juice and a save. Rebound saved by Rudy. Louis DeBrusk on the rebound, can't get a shot. 2 seconds to go on the power play, and Kurri moves it ahead toward Gretzky. Kings are back at full strength.
One-on-one, Wayne Gretzky against John Van Beesbrook. Gretzky slowing down. Who makes the first move? It's Gretzky going to his backhand, and Van Beesbrook.
Picked up by Robitaille. Ahead to center, broken up. He tried to get it to Gretzky, and Joe Cirella stepped in front to take it away. Now Nichols had it for a moment, taken away by Sandstrom. Ahead to Gretzky at center. Gretzky had to turn around and knock it down. He got it to Robitaille. Here's Robitaille. Over to Tony Granato, looking for his second of the night. Stops, he gets knocked down, he shoots, and a save. And a penalty coming up against the Rangers. But Tony did a great job to get a shot off after he got knocked down.
Joe Cirella of the Rangers off for tripping at 12:01. Tony Granato, great speed. He darts in and out this time. Outside in for Granato, and there he gets tripped. Intensity. He keeps his eye on the puck, gets a shot on goal. Tony Granato gives all of the defensemen in the NHL trouble. He's just so quick. It's hard to keep up with him. And Cirella goes off for tripping.
Time to give you the answer to our trivia question. Who does Wayne Gretzky share the record with for the most 50-goal seasons? We mentioned he was just inducted into the NHL Hall of Fame. The great Mike Bossy, 50 or more goals, 1977-78 to 1985-86, and a real shame that a back injury cut short his career. Here is Paul Broughton for the Rangers. Sends it in wide of the net. Louis DeBrusk goes forward. He's checked by Waters as the puck comes loose along the boards, and the Rangers will hold it in, but it's taken away now. Here's Jari Kurri. Kurri to Gretzky. Tried to give it ahead now towards Sandstrom or Kurri, but it's broken up. Gretzky gets it back. Gretzky, Rangers own, right side, shoots, he scores! The 5th unanswered goal for the Kings, and they lead the Rangers 5-2.
When you shoot as accurately as Wayne Gretzky does, you don't have to get a lot on that shot. A turnover at the Rangers blue line. Gretzky waiting around. And he picks it off. He pickpockets a Ranger. Goes in on goal. Doesn't get a hard shot off. But once again, Van Beesbrook beaten on a bad angle shot. And when Wayne Gretzky takes a shot, you give him credit.
Here's James Patrick at the right point. His pass is held in on the right side by Louis DeBrusk of the Rangers. And I think DeBrusk got a punch from Benning. Look out for him. Shot from the blue line, deflected up over Rudy. DeBrusk, a tough customer, and it looked like Benning took a whack at him, but play continued, so DeBrusk continues in the play. I think the Rudy cam was a real success too tonight, Jim. We got some nice views from the top of Kelly Rudy's helmet. Here's one of them.
He has to follow the puck, and you can see, makes the kick save once again there. It'll be fun for the fans this year if we can continue with the Rudy cam. But there is a tough connection. It has to be taped to his helmet. A lot of wires. It can be bulky inside the pants of Kelly Rudy there. But if it works out, I'm sure the fans will enjoy seeing the puck coming at a goaltender over 100 miles an hour.
You know how superstitious players are. He wins tonight. He may wear that thing the rest of the year. Game is going to end here as the Kings clear it to center ice. 1 second to go, and it's all over. Outdoor hockey in the desert. For the first time ever in NHL history, and this their 75th anniversary year, and a happy bunch of Kings come up to congratulate Kelly Hrudey, and you even got a good look at the congratulations on the Hrudey cam.
All right, thanks very much, Bob. Another solid night in the nets for Kelly Hrudey. 30 saves. You came in with a big smile on your face. You said you really enjoyed playing before this crowd.
I really did. This is quite different than anything else we've ever done in the past before. And I've never been to Vegas myself, so it's kind of exciting that way. We came in yesterday. There's 3 of us that came in yesterday for a little bit of a media event, and it was kind of fun. I mean, I haven't played outdoors in years and years since I was a kid. And the ice was great. The ice was better, as I was saying, than some of the places we played in the past in preseason. And the only thing, there's grasshoppers on the ice. I've never seen that before.
I don't think anybody has either. And people at 5 o'clock this afternoon, very nervous about the ice conditions, but they turned out to be very, very good.
All right, Paul, thank you very much. Nice to have you with us this year, and congratulations to Kelly Hrudey, the Evian Player of the Game. He had 30 saves tonight, allowed 2 goals as the Kings beat the New York Rangers in this preseason game 5-2.